Microphone check, 1 2 1 2. How y'all living today? Terry Lancaster here. Hey, so I'm gonna tell you about an interview I did several months back. I had a chance to talk on the Get You Some radio show, which is the podcast that I host about once a week. I had a chance to speak with Ali Rita last summer, and if you're one of the 7 people in the universe who doesn't know who Ali Rita is, I'm going to tell you. Ali Rita is the world champion car salesperson. He holds the world records for selling the most cars in a year and in a month. In December alone, he sold over 200 vehicles. I really enjoyed talking to Ali. He's probably the least typical car salesperson you're ever going to meet in your life. There's nothing slick about him. There's no cheesy grin. There's no big boom, hey, how you doing, slap you on the back kind of thing. There's nothing slick. There's nothing fake. There's nothing anything. There's just Ali. And Ali is probably one of the most authentic human beings I've ever had a chance to speak with in my life. And so, like everyone else who talks to Ali when he's been breaking his records, I wanted to know the secret. Tell me the secret, man. How you selling so many cars? What are the magic words that are you using? What are the magic technologies that are helping you stay in touch with all these people? What's the trick, man? How you doing this? And Ali, says there's no trick. There's nothing to it. And he's not a big social media guy because he stays so busy. He's not on social media that often. And I know every sales manager in the world is going to tell you the gold is in the follow up. But Ali Rita's selling a couple thousand cars a year for the last 20 years. He's got a database of 50,000 people. So he can't literally follow up with every customer every month like your sales managers are going to try to get you to do. So the follow up isn't the key, and social media isn't the key. Ali, tell me, what is the key? And so after a little prodding, I finally get this answer from Ali. He said, listen, there's never any person in the entire world more important than the person sitting across from me right now. So we call that presence. And Ali talks a lot about presence. If you listen to anything that he does, he talks about being present in the moment when you're talking to a customer. And he talks about being present in your community and your marketing. He said, yeah, sure, I could go out and slap up billboards and bus benches and put lots of signs and run commercials and whatnot. But it's going to be more effective for me to be present in my community, to be present in the charities I'm involved in, to be present in the community centers I'm involved in, to be present when I'm at the restaurant eating dinner and talking to the waitress, to make every interaction with another human being an authentic human interaction, to be fully present right here, right now, in this moment. Now, I don't know if Ali meditates. I don't know anything about that. I wouldn't have presumed to think about it. But what he's saying and what he talks about sounds a lot like mindfulness. And mindfulness is the product that you get from meditation. I had the conversation last week with a sales manager, works at a big store. I think he's in Louisiana or Texas. I honestly can't remember. But he's at this big store, and he's a meditation guy. He runs and he meditates and he works on his mindfulness, and he tries to impart that to his salespeople. So I asked him, I said, well, have you trained them on meditation? Do you ever work with them on meditation? Have you brought this out? And he's like, oh, no, that's way too woo-woo. That's too fluffy. I'm not going to get these salespeople to do that. Well, I'm here to tell you, I'm the least woo-woo guy in the world. I'm the least fluffy guy there is. I'm a redneck from Nashville, Tennessee, hockey playing redneck from Nashville. Have been all my life, and I meditate daily. And I've been on a mission for the last few years to encourage more people to meditate because of the amazing results you can get by becoming more mindful, more aware, more present in this actual moment. The misconception is that meditation is all about magic carpets and incense and reciting magic words over and over and over again and becoming one with the universe. And that's all presentation. That's the way that some people present it. That's the paradigm, the window that some people see it through. But meditation, in its heart of hearts, way deep down at the bottom, meditation is simply the practice of focusing your mind on the present moment, becoming intimately familiar with the present moment. I've had lots of people tell me that I can't meditate. I can't shut my mind off. I've got things bouncing around my mind. I got all this stuff going on. And of course you can't do that. You also can't run a marathon. You probably can't bench press your weights. You can't do 100 push-ups. You can't run a 4-minute mile. You can't do any of those things because you've never trained to do any of those things. But I guarantee you, if you will sit down and start trying to train your brain to focus on this present moment. And there's always going to be ideas that pop into your mind and thoughts that pop. Oh, I didn't pay their bill, and oh, that jerk cut me off on the on the interstate this morning, and oh, my wife's going to be mad at me. I'm going to be late, and I got to pick up the kids. There's we got stuff going on in our brain, and that we got big thoughts going on. That's why we got the big brains. But if you practice, and if you work on it, and you train your brain, eventually you will get to a point where you can realize what's going on, that those thoughts are bouncing around, but they are not in charge of you. They're not the boss of you. You can get your head out of your head and bring yourself back to this moment, right here, right now, to the person across the table from you, right here, right now. And if you can start bringing that authentic human engagement and connection to all of your interactions that you have in the day, it's like magic. People, some people, they're taken aback. They're so unused to people being unaccustomed to people being fully present in the moment that it's kind of shocking to them that when this first happens, that they see someone giving them their full attention. If you bestow your full attention on the people that you're acting with, on the customers who are coming in to talk to you, on the vendors that you're working with, on the people at the gas station that you're handing out money to, they're taken aback for it. Eventually, they just light up. It's an amazing gift that you can give each other. And it will change your life. It's one of the things that's changed mine. It's one of the foundational keystone habits that I talk about in the book, Better Self-Help for the Rest of Us. If you can start training your brain, it'll change pretty much every area of your life. And if you start developing that focus, you can take that focus and apply it to your career, to your personal life, to your relationships, to every area of your life, and it will make every part of your life better. But especially your ability to communicate, convince, and convert your customers. And all it takes is a little training. Like I said, I don't have any incense. I don't have any magic candles. I don't know any magic words. If you'll just simply sit down for 2 or 3 minutes a day, take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out, and that's 1. You'll do that to a count of 10, and thoughts are going to pop into your head. So let the thoughts pop into your head. Recognize them for what they are. They're just thoughts. And let them go. Like bubbles in a glass of beer, let them float up and float away. And get back to the count. Be fully present in this moment, right here, right now. If there's anything I can do to help, don't hesitate to call. We'll see you next time. Take care.